So I'm thinking to myself, what can I talk about that would be of interest to a whole bunch of people? I love talking about motorcycles. I love talking about a lot of stuff. I have been a cop for 27 years. So I have an old cop's perspective. I spent the last 15 years of my career as a traffic officer, investigating accidents, writing tickets, doing that whole bit. And I kind of figure I could give you some insight on how a cop thinks and what a cop goes through in the thought process of when we pull you over, why we pull you over. First of all, it's not our job to make revenue for the city or the county or the state that we live in. That's why, number one, we're not on commission, because I'll tell you what, my friends, if I were on commission, I would be writing a hell of a lot more tickets than I wrote. And I recently retired, so actually I am kind of free to speak my mind, good or bad. Most cops are a lot more conservative, libertarian in the in our political spectrum than on the liberal side. Number one, that's because we believe in law and order. I'll tell you what, it would be extremely hard to do this job if you didn't believe in law and order. And law and order doesn't mean what you want to do when you want to do it. For the majority of the cops out there, we are good, decent, hardworking people making a living. This is our chosen profession, our chosen field. Are there bad cops? Hell yeah, there's bad cops. And we hate to see bad cops as much or more than the general public. Now, just because a cop pulls you over doesn't mean that he's a bad cop, and it doesn't mean that he's doing something unjust just because you didn't signal a turn, you were speeding, you blew a stop sign or a stoplight, or you were just a wee bit drunk. Well, not drunk, you were buzzed. And the traffic laws are there to keep everybody safe on the road, to reduce accidents and keep people safe. Because I'll tell you what, honestly, a lot of people get into accidents because of other people's stupidity or their own stupidity. And that stupidity could be whether you are whether you are just acting like an ass, or you're under the influence, or you're talking on your cell phone and not paying attention to what's going on in front of you, around you, all around you. You've got to pay attention. So you get pulled over by the cops. How do you handle that? Well, number one, don't do stupid shit. That cop wants to go home at the end of the day. That is his number one goal, is to go home at the end of the day. And what do I mean by don't do stupid shit? Okay, don't rifle around in your car when you get pulled over. Don't make it's called furtive movements. Don't make furtive movements. Put your hands on the steering wheel in plain sight, because we all know it's not your good looks that are going to kill a cop, it's your hands. So that's the number one thing we're looking for. You want to keep your hands visible. Number 2, be polite, respectful. You will get shown a whole lot more respect, courtesy, and professionalism if you act professional and courteous to the officer. You're also more likely to get a warning than you are if you get in a cop's face at a traffic stop and tell him how to do his job, or that he's doing something wrong, or you're going to try to adjudicate this thing right there on the side of the road. We don't care. If you're a dick to the cop, what do you think the chances are that he's going to say, well, don't do it again, have a nice day? I don't think those chances are really good. But if you just keep your cool, if you just go with the program, and if you do get a ticket, sign the damn thing. It's not an admission of guilt. All it is it's a promise to appear. It just says, hey, look, I'll show up to court on that date and time that is on the ticket. And then you get to tell the judge, you get to put all your evidence together, put your whole case together, and you've had time now to prepare your case. And if you believe that either you didn't do it and you've got evidence to produce, you've got time to produce that evidence. If you think there was circumstances that warrant your ticket being dismissed, or an excusal of what you did, whew, it's hot. Telling the judge, that's the time and place to do it. Not out on the street with the cop refusing to sign a ticket. That is stupid. That will always get you a ticket. You will never talk yourself out of a ticket by doing that. You will always talk yourself into getting a ticket. Anyway, I'm here at my first stop, so I'm going to cut this one short. We'll get back to cops and tickets. All right, guys. I'm at my destination here. I'm out of here. Talk to you later. Peace.